Vista High School, our home for the past 4 years. A home that has been kind to us. A home that allows us to say, we're proud to be Golden Eagles. The Mountain Vista class of 2020 is more than just an assortment of students. We're a family. A family that has stuck by one another for 4 strenuous years, all the while growing, learning, and serving.
Together, as one, we are strong. As we continue on with our journey into adulthood and individuality, we ask of you to be proud of one another, and more importantly, to be proud of yourself. Although this is not the graduation any of us imagined, we still are going to fight onward.
We will persevere through any difficulty that may come our way, stay dedicated to our passions, and stand firm in our beliefs. 5,425 days, 13 grades, countless assignments, and hundreds of tears shed.
But today we celebrate. Today we arise victorious with our diplomas in hand. Today we close one chapter of our life and turn to the next page. Now go. Go celebrate your hard work, dedication, and determination. For the next 45 minutes, there is no global pandemic. There are no history-changing events transpiring. There is only you, a person who can look back on their past selves and be proud of their long journey. For the next chapter is about to begin.
Good evening, family and friends. My name is Colby Field, and I am the student body president at Mountain Vista High School. Though we are separated, I welcome you, wherever you are, whether you are in your living room or in another location that is dear to you. I welcome you with a warm heart and genuine pleasure to these most unexpected and unique commencement ceremonies for the class of 2020. I am honored to be your host and guide through tonight's event. Though we have officially completed our high school journey last month, tonight we are going to formally mark the achievement of your and your students, your family members, or your friends' completion of high school. On behalf of the student body, I thank you all for your gracious support along the way and welcome you to the graduation of Mountain Vista High School's class of 2020. At this point in the ceremony, it is customary for the faculty at Mountain Vista High School to descend and process to their seats. In lieu of that, please stand and give them a round of applause and appreciation. Furthermore, no graduation would be complete without welcoming the class of 2020. Seniors, wherever you are, please stand and be recognized by your friends and family. And though we are separated by these strange circumstances, please send your warmest congratulatory thoughts to your friends and fellow graduates. You can now be seated. We would like to begin by showing our appreciation to some of the most important people who are present. Parents of our graduates, please stand and be recognized. Grandparents of our graduates, please stand and be recognized. Thank you, everyone, for helping us reach this day and for being pillars of support through these last year, and especially for being present at this moment. I'd like to invite our student body vice president, Kate Sherman, to join the festivities with some more guest introductions.
For us, this graduation is a formal ceremony and the climax of our entire school experience. From those first days of kindergarten through elementary school, middle school, and high school, there are a lot of people who have been involved directly and indirectly in our experience and this process. We'd like at this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to some of those people. The elected members of the Douglas County Board of Education, Dr. Thomas Tucker, Superintendent and the Central Administration of Douglas County Schools, the principals and teachers from all of the schools in the Mountain Vista feeder area, and from Mountain Vista High School, we'd like to recognize our assistant principals, and I am pleased to introduce our principal, Mr. Michael Weaver.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome everyone watching to the virtual 2020 Mountain Vista Commencement Ceremony. We appreciate you hanging with us through a series of events none of us could have ever imagined. I'm actually hoping you will be watching this after we're able to celebrate as an entire class. If you're seeing this before our commencement walk at school, we're looking forward to our final face-to-face meeting tomorrow. Either way, we're grateful to be able to share at least part of the class of 2020 graduation from one of the most amazing places in the world. A special thanks to all of our student presenters and our performers and everyone who contributed to putting this production together. I want to also take a minute and thank all of the incredible educators in the district and especially in the Mountain Vista feeder who have all played a role in supporting our class and our school over these years. Please join me in passing along best wishes to our staff members who will be moving on to new challenges and adventures next year, and especially to Ava Kish, Linda Hamberton Morris, and Heidi Schuster. I know they will enjoy retirement, and we thank you so much for sharing your gifts with our kids and our community. Every one of our graduating classes plays a vital role in solidifying Mountain Vista's place among the top high schools in Colorado. And despite the way it's ended, this year is no different. The list of accomplishments, academically, athletically, artistically, and through involvement in service is unbelievable. That is about to continue. We have an amazing group of students who will be continuing to serve our country, several who've already reported for military service. And as you will see, the colleges and universities that our kids will be attending are distinguished. To date, the Mountain Vista class of 2020 has earned an unbelievable $19,188,056 in scholarships. We are incredibly proud of these kids. I'll be back in a few minutes to share an address. Until then, enjoy the ceremony.
We are thrilled to be able to present to you this evening some of the traditional performances of a live graduation ceremony. We have singers, speakers, and of course, you. So let's welcome our first speaker, McLean Easton.
My big memories of high school consist of homecomings, wish weeks, basketball games, tennis matches, one too few proms, about 2 months worth of senior ditch days, and several other major events. I think the biggest disappointment of losing our senior spring was that Flanagan never got his last chance to ask me what ward my prom date is in. These are the moments that live on in Instagram feeds, the moments that live on the MV Unit Twitter, and the types of moments that made Troy Bolton an international icon and Uncle Rico a disappointment. However, they really do not fully capture my time at Mountain Vista. When I reflect deeply on high school, I remember the countless hours spent eating lunch in the courtyard laughing with friends, racing the 5-minute clock of passing periods, and loved wish weeks as they brought us all together and taught us how to be involved. With all of these events lies the common theme of group involvement. No school compares to ours in terms of involvement, inclusiveness, and support of one another. These are the reasons I, like many of you, truly enjoyed my time at Mountain Vista. When I think back on these little moments, the experiences I would trade anything for to have one more of, I often wonder what I can take forward. We'll never again sell out a unified basketball game, never again pack the stands of the Coliseum to watch the girls' volleyball team upset Grandview. Those memories are in the past, but those memories, the little things of high school, are what make us who we are today. As you sit there and reflect on the nuances of high school that have molded your life, ask yourself, what does it mean to be a Golden Eagle? Through my time at Mountain Vista, I watched several of my peers demonstrate excellence and prove what it means to be a Golden Eagle. As sophomores, we watched our classmate, Jenna Fitzsimmons, win the state cross-country race. That experience taught me that a Golden Eagle is fearless. As juniors, I watched some of my best friends win the state 3,200 meter relay and track. That experience taught me that a Golden Eagle is committed as I watched their hard work pay off. As seniors, I watched the entire theater and production department work in the school until 1 a.m. on a school night for Jamani. That experience taught me that a Golden Eagle is selfless like no other. As seniors, we watched our classmate Reese Kelly score 25 or more points on 6 occasions, guarded by taller, faster, and more athletic players. Reese taught me that a Golden Eagle believes in themselves. I got 4 years worth of fist bumps from Mr. Weaver, constant support from countless teachers and coaches, and observed several displays of generosity from throughout the student body. I learned that a Golden Eagle is caring. Everyone here today was blessed to attend Mountain Vista to become a Golden Eagle. I spent a lot of advisements debating how our mascot compares to others. And just like a Golden Eagle can destroy a grizzly bear or a jaguar, you all enter the future with the potential to build the life that you choose for yourself. You have the ability to make a difference within yourself and to impact those around you. If you embody what it means to be a Golden Eagle through confidence, commitment, caring, and more. The person you have become during your time in the halls of Mountain Vista is a person that seeks to love and uplift others, a person that wishes the best for themselves and for their peers, a person untethered by the obstacles of life. You have been provided a taste of adult life, but within this time you have been privileged with countless exemplary figures and opportunities for character development, as you have involved yourself and found what it truly means to be a Golden Eagle. As you go forward, please do not forget this truth. Once a Golden Eagle, always a Golden Eagle.
In a little while, we will have more performances. But for now, let's recognize some of the seniors of this year's graduating class. Last month, several seniors of the Mountain Vista Choirs put together a virtual performance of this year's senior song. Please welcome Miss Maya Buck, Miss Jordan Cash, and the Mountain Vista Choirs singing Have It All by Jason Mraz.
May you have auspicious and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May it take no effort in you being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less.
May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath.
May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the great times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions but immeasurable wealth.
May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really envy each one to the next.
And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it.
Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to always making you laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.
Thank you. Now, let's recognize more members of this graduating class of the class of 2020. And now, please welcome Emma Holt as she performs her original poem titled Superpower.
Once or twice in our lives, we stop and think, what makes me different? There are 8 billion people on this planet, around 565 fresh faces graduating today, all with stories and homes. So, what makes me different? And so we look inside ourselves, see atoms and cells, see multiple selves inside ourselves that are braided and twined together so beautifully to make us. We call it soul searching, we call it self-loving, we possibly call it midlife crises. But what we will see after searching deeply and darkly is that magic exists. It's in your fingertips. It's in the tip of my pen. Words are my superpower. Yours might be different, but it's our superpowers that make us, us. I know a girl whose home is makeup brushes, foundation, and recreation. I know a boy whose home is calculus, factoring, and multiplication. I know a girl whose home is making mistakes and learning from it every time. I know a boy whose home is here, who's just happy to be alive. I come home to a bed made of metaphors and a pillow made of similes, and I know a world of us who are all asking, today, more than other days, what makes me different? Where do I thrive? And for a long time, we may search and search until finally we find that what we've been searching for is already confined within us. Your superpower. Your power lies inside your DNA, and your home is in your head and in your heart and in every word you say. And in your fingertips, magic exists. You have the power to create the life that you want, so stop searching. Everything you need to survive and succeed is already within you. Channel your superpower and let your magic shine through, because we are all looking to our neighbor and asking, what can differentiate between us two? Your superpower. It lies within. And when we are able to allow that magic to extend beyond the boundaries of our skin and into the hands of our friends, that's where we'll find love and kindness and compassion, strength, gratitude, and we will take action. Share your light. Shed your magic and let your superpower shout, you are enough. And your purpose is just begging to be found out. You are here. And you are different. Stop listening to the lies within. Your superpower lies within. And when we are able to allow that magic to extend beyond the boundaries of our skin and into the hands of our friends, that's where we'll find love and kindness and compassion, gratitude, strength, and we will take action. Share your light. Shed your magic and let your superpower shout, you are enough. And your purpose is just begging to be found out. You are here, and you are different. Stop listening to the lies within. Your superpower lies within. Stop searching. Magic exists. It's in your fingertips. It's in the tip of my pen. Your superpower.
Thank you, Emma, for that powerful message. Now, let's introduce more members of the class of 2020. Now, please welcome Samantha Garvey singing I Can Do Anything by Jason Robert Brown.
Jenny's afraid of water. I mean, she swims and all, but still she's afraid of water. And so she won't go near the sea. Not me. And Katie's afraid of darkness. I mean, she sleeps and all, but still she's afraid of darkness. So when the lights are out, she has to hold my hand. I don't understand. I'm not afraid of anything, be it mountains or water, dragons, dark or sky. I'm not afraid of anything. Tell me, where's the challenge if you never try? So watch me fly. I'm not afraid. And I hear the calling of adventure, and I hear the ringing in are glaring, trumpets blaring, I'm right here. And I hear the calling of tomorrow, and I feel the stirring in my bones, and David loves me. He's afraid to hold me. Listen to the calling of excitement. Can you feel the pounding of my heart? The lights are ready, pulse is steady, I can't start. Never stop the calling of a challenge, blessing on the water and the stones, and David loves me. He's afraid to hold me, and he'll always be. He's afraid of me, and I'm not afraid of anyone. I'm sure to win with anyone at all. I'm not afraid of anyone. Not a soul alive can get behind this wall. So let them call and watch them fall. 'Cause after all, I'm not afraid.
In a moment, we will hear from Mr. Weaver. But for now, let's finish recognizing the rest of the class of 2020. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Mr. Michael Weaver, as he delivers his commencement address.
Thanks again. Over the past several weeks on TV and through social media, entertainers, politicians, musicians, and influencers have all taken a shot at trying to make the class of 2020 feel better. While these have all been well-intentioned, I know it's just not been the same. This has certainly been a painful couple of months. There's a consistent pattern with every senior class, and it follows the course of the school year. August. It's always starting with an optimistic intention of being the greatest class in the history of public education. It's about togetherness, multiple GMs, crazy TikTok posts, grades that are going to go on college transcripts, having more spirit than all the other classes combined, and showing the way, trying to create the best year of your life. Come November, it changes. Motivation-seeking strategies, stress reduction over the college applications, realizing this is the last time ever checklist. It starts now. The level of spirit depends on the weather and how well the basketball team's doing. February, enough said. Senioritis is real. You've been accepted to college, so grades are whatever. You're blocking people and being passive-aggressive on social media. It's become an art. You're done with these people. The senior tank is empty. Thankfully, Wish Week saves the day. Then, April. Wait, we're almost done. Countdowns. I need to enjoy and live in the moment. One more A and I get a cooler honor cord. Solidifying our old friendships becomes important, and connecting and being thankful for the important adults in your life becomes a priority. You suddenly appreciate the unique interests and abilities of the kids in your class more than you ever realized, and you understand that this has been a pretty cool place. Prom, pranks, Taste of Vista, courting, senior awards, yearbooks, gold dust, sunsets, moving up assemblies, water balloons, memories, tears, hugs. Well, we missed that part. The actual last in-person connection you have to Mountain Vista High School was February. Experts agree that sucks. So, we had to be thoughtful in trying to recreate some of the emotions of the end of the year and give you some sort of closure. I do hope this helps. During the course of the graduation season, I've heard so many people say that this does not define you. While I understand their thinking and I appreciate the intent of the statement, I respectfully disagree. This does define you. It will define you in similar ways to the kids who graduated in 1918, or 1929, or 1942, or 1968, or 2001. Those classes were indeed defined by the circumstances that greeted them as they left high school, and so are you. It's not just the pandemic. We all know about that. The magnitude of the economic, social, political, and cultural issues that are serving as your welcome mat into the adult world are daunting. So, what's next? This past year, Apple sold more than 60 million AirPods. Santa brought some to my house. I learned that your AirPods, in the settings app of your device, will go to something called noise control. It's an option. Depending on your preference, at that very moment, you can select either noise control, noise transparency, or yes, even noise cancellation. In advertising the noise cancellation feature, Apple explains, and this is a quote, "Your AirPods will detect unwanted external sound and then counter with anti-noise measures, fully canceling external noise before you even hear it. Additionally, an inward-facing microphone listens inside your ear for unwanted internal noise, which your AirPods will also counter with anti-noise." What? You can switch between levels of anti-noise or complete noise cancellation dependent on the levels of outside or inward irritants. Again, what? Generally at my house, I am the outside irritant. To the point, the Mountain Vista class of 2020 is one of the most successful and talented groups to ever graduate from the Douglas County School District. Your impact has been felt beyond the halls of Vista through your academics, your art, your service, your music, your poetry, faith, compassion, resilience, laughter, media, and togetherness. And you've already made a loud statement in our community. Now, everyone else needs to hear you. We need this group to make a loud and unmistakable entrance into the world now. We need you to bring never-before-seen levels of servant leadership, compassion, empathy, open-mindedness, and a desire to learn and grow. We need this group to transfer your internal noise to an unmistakable external noise. My last request of you, go into your settings and disable the sound noise cancellation. We need to hear from you, and we need to hear from you now, and we need you to be heard. In August of 2016, we all set out on a 4-year journey together, and every day you walked into the doors of Mountain Vista with individual dreams and interests and abilities. But today, you finally will leave together as the Mountain Vista Golden Eagle class of 2020. Great luck. I appreciate you allowing me to be a part of it all. Thank you.
Seniors, again, please rise. Seniors, please move your tassels from right to left, signifying the completion of high school.
Seniors, now we're here.
We've made it!
Against all odds, we have the world in the palms of our hands.
We will never forget where we came from
and how it shaped us to be the resilient and ready students we are today.
Here's to us. Here's to the hard times,
The long nights,
the fun friends and the funny jokes,
the classes we didn't know if we'd pass,
the teachers we'll never forget,
the assemblies, finals, and clubs we experienced,
the moments that defined our lives.
Or maybe for some, it wasn't that deep.
But we still made it through the K-12 education system.
And now we are each off on our own paths.
Class of 2020, we did it!
The world is our oyster to lead, help, and change.
Whatever your individual path may be, travel it with passion and strength.
You deserve it.